Congratulations, you've done a great job getting to this point in the course. You've worked hard engaging others in your projects, and you've taken meaningful action for change in population health and quality improvement. And no matter where you are in your project timeline, I want to highlight 6 key learnings about developing tactics raised by other ICANN participants. Learning 1. The most efficient tactics are not necessarily the most effective tactics. Here's an example. If your first tactic is to build a leadership team and you recruit the first 5 leaders that express interest, it may be efficient, but is it effective? Instead, what if you mapped actors, conducted one-to-one meetings with 10 stakeholders, learned about their values, visions, interests, and resources, asked each of them to recommend another key leader to engage, conducted a second set of one-to-one meetings, and designed the membership of the leadership team to include 5 collaborative leaders with shared values, common interests, and diverse resources? Where would that get you? These tactics may generate more work up front, but it saves you from shoring up the leadership later, a much trickier and time-consuming task. Along the way, it co-creates vision, it builds relationships, it identifies weak ties, ensures sustainability by recruiting the right people to lead it, and broadens your impact. Learning 2 builds on Learning 1. Building a relational foundation for action takes time. Project goals may not be fully realized in 8 weeks. Working with a diverse group of community partners requires us to slow down and take the time we need to reach consensus on strategies and implement them fully together. However, this is precisely what builds our power to achieve our aims. Learning 3. Engaging our constituency early is critical to developing effective tactics. Developing a clear ask to engage stakeholders early enables them to take meaningful action, even if it's a small action. It creates a there around which to build leadership and momentum. Remember, all these skills are iterative. There's no one sequence or order. Our constituency's resources can improve our tactics and in turn, the project's overall impact if we have more opportunities to engage our constituency from the start. Learning 4. The resourceful use of resources is a good place to start. When we map assets, we usually identify a remarkable pool of resources. They present an opportunity to realign stakeholders and redeploy current activities in new ways or at new locations to create short-term wins without developing entirely new efforts. Learning 5. Data and evidence inform our tactics. Values and vision lead to their implementation. So let's reflect back on what we did in the program. In Lesson 1, we drew on data to draw on leaders' attention to root causes in order to develop evidence-based aims and tactics. In Lessons 3 and 8, we developed motivating visions and calls to action to motivate people to act, evaluate, and improve on our tactics over time. Learning 6. Using a new set of skills strategically and efficiently, it takes practice. We know from the PDSA cycle framework that we need to give ourselves some room to make strategic failures and learn from them, what Derek Feely calls failing forward. Along these lines, we invite you to evaluate our work. Please fill out the course evaluation. This is so important to our work, just as evaluation and measurement is to your own projects. We'll use your responses to learn from our work together, to fail forward together, and to celebrate our successes. It's been my pleasure to serve as a member of the ICANN faculty team. Thank you for your commitment and leadership, for taking responsibility to enable others to achieve purpose in the face of uncertainty. As my mentor and colleague Marshall Gans has said, quoting Walter Brueggemann in The Prophetic Imagination, there are 2 elements of prophetic vision. The first is criticality, recognition of the world's pain. The second is hope, recognition of the world's possibility. Young people come to age with a critical eye and a hopeful heart, a combination that brings change. That's one reason why so many young people were and are involved in movements for social change.